How are y'all doing? Hey, 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 come on in. I have so much to share today. Literally, so much to share today. And, I have I've been on this wave of just keeping to myself. And I was in a time of isolation, I would say, for a while. And it was due to so many different changes that were going on um, in my own personal life, um, in my love life as well, and things that were just going on that I just had to really remove out of my life, remove out of my sight, just remove all of, they say evolving uh, evolving does call for elimination. And that is just where I was at. But the reason why I wanted to do this live today was because one, I need to go live more often. Two, I used to do this all the time where I used to go live on Instagram. I used to go live on Instagram. I used to go live on TikTok, and I used to talk about all of these different things pertaining to relationships, pertaining to marriage, dating, also the red pill talk, and women going off the rails about how men ain't shit. Ooh, excuse me. About how men ain't nothing. um, and I really started my own business, and the things that I hear, the things that I see, it's very scary. I'm having a Henny Colada, by the way, a double. Um, I needed that since yesterday. But the reason why I wanted to do this live today was because I realized since the time and this was years ago, from the time that I started doing my lives on TikTok, on on Instagram, my podcast, which is still out. It's called Love Solutions. I want to make sure this is on. Okay, it is. Let me put it down here because sometimes it could sound a little staticky. But I really wanted to talk about how women stay in their marriages for very different reasons. I know I used to talk about, oh, if I ever got cheated on, like my very first instinct is to leave, especially in a marriage, is to be like, I need a divorce. I want a divorce. I gotta go because y'all are bugging. But as I started doing these sessions, it really it really started to change my mind. It really started to change my mind in the sense of women that stay with men that cheat in their relationships or in their marriages. There's so many different reasons why they stay. So many different reasons why they say, okay, I found this out. I know what's going on. I am just going to go and seek counseling. Once they seek counseling, the thing about counseling or therapy or coaching, um, there's a difference. Okay. So, coaching, for example, that's what I do. So, I am a relationship, dating, marriage, and self esteem healing coach. And in my profession, in what I do, I'm very cutthroat. I don't sugarcoat anything. I don't beat around the bush. I'm very direct as much as I can be, but I also have to be politically correct at the end of the day. Also, um, it's all about solutions. So that's why my business is called Love Solutions Consulting, because it is solution based. So I operate from solutions. I don't operate from conflict or creating more conflict. That's not what I do. It's all about finding solutions for every couple, or finding solutions for even individuals that come in here and they want to seek some type of answers or guidance or direction in regards to what they should do within their marriage or within their relationship. Should I stay or should I go? Because I just found out my man is cheating on me, right? So take a sip of this honey colada, honey, because it's so good. This honey colada is on point. But back to business. Back to business, y'all. So as of yesterday, not only did I find out some things myself about what was going on pertaining to a certain couple that came in seeking guidance, seeking answers, seeking solutions for their marriage, their relationship. But the stories that I hear, you would always say, and I just want to put this out there, you will always say, that could never be me. That can never be me. Hell no, not this one. Mm-mm. Sweetie, until you are in it, you can't say it. You can't say that could never be me. You can't say I'm just gonna get up and leave. You can't say, oh well, my man is cheating on me, so I'm just gonna bounce, right? The thing is, if you have dedicated so much of your time, so much of your love, so much you've dedicated, like you've been committed to your marriage, to your relationship, you've been committed to the point where you would never believe they would cheat on you, they would lie to you, they would deceive you. You would never, ever believe when someone tells you to your face, your man is cheating on you. And then you find text messages, and then you find emails, and then you find Zelle accounts, Zelle emails of this woman sending your man money. Like, I want you to understand something. Ladies, majority of the time, it has nothing to do with you. You could be doing everything right. You could be doing every single thing right. You could have been a player before you got into this. Because let me tell you something, ladies, we could be players too. It's not just men. You guys y'all be on here talking about, oh, I never cheated. I never did this, that, and the third. I would never. No. Ladies, you could cheat as well. You choose not to. And there has been majority of you that did have a certain life before you got into a relationship, before you got into a relationship and married this person. You had a past when you were single, and that was okay. That is okay. The thing is, you tell yourself, I am going to fully dedicate myself to this person because look at the way he's treating me. Look at the way he's dedicating time to me. Look at the nice things that he does for me. Look at how, my family welcomes him and his family welcomes me. Look at all the things that we've helped each other through financially, with our dreams, our goals, all of these things, right? And then years down the line, let's just talk about, let's put a certain number. Let's say 4 years later, right? 4 or 5 years later, even 3 years later, because this happens, even 3 years later, you find out that the person that you would go to war with, go to war for, and yes, go to war with and fight, like really fight. And they've been there for you. They put up this front, they put up this picture like, listen, you my one and only. You my everything. Okay. You my everything. Okay. And then you find out that they are deceiving you. You find out that they've been sleeping with another woman. You find out that they've been with someone for a whole year or two, or even years, that they've been stepping out of the marriage, stepping out of the relationship. They've been doing them. And at the same time, they come back home, they put up this front, and you don't even check their phones. That's one of the things that I also have noticed in my sessions. The women don't check their phones. The women are like, listen, I'm not going to check your phone. I'm not going to check your text messages. I'm not going to check your call log. I'm not going to check your emails because I trust you. I trust you so much so to the point that even though may have my days where I'm not perfect, okay, where I may lack boundaries, where I may lack the emotional intelligence during, because women, we can be very emotional. That is just our nature. That is who we are. We can't change that. I want you to understand that. We can't change the fact that we are emotional human beings. Women as a whole, this is how we are. Okay? So, what do? We fall in love with what we hear. We fall in love with what men say to us, but also we fall in love with what they do because their actions follow. But the thing is, you just never know. You just never know. You just never know because their words match their actions, right? Their actions match their words. And I laugh. The reason why I laugh is because I be sitting in these sessions and I think to myself, this woman has given you the world. This woman has given you parts of her, pieces of her that she has never given to any man, not even when she was single. She held things for herself. Okay. She held parts of herself to give to the right person. And she thought you were the right person. She thought you were the man that was absolutely going to be the one to treat her like the queen that she truly is, to have an experience that she's never had before, because that's what you portrayed. Another thing I want to mention is women stay for so many different reasons. It could be family. It could be, again, I've dedicated so much time, but not only so much time, my love. I've been committed to you. I've put so much into you. I've put so much into this family, into carrying this family, to the point where you even build businesses with your man. Talking about building what is it that you call it? Oh my goodness, I can't think about it right now, but to the point where you're building generational wealth. That's what I was talking about. Building generational wealth with this man. You're talking about creating and building a family and just like, yeah, I got you. Like, whatever, like, I'm down for you. And then you find out that you were just not enough for him. You find out, wow, I guess everything that I've done, I guess every single thing that I've dedicated, that I've sacrificed, that I've risked, every single thing, that every part of myself that I have given to you and to this relationship or to this marriage, it just wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. And it makes you feel like poop, because I can't say the real word because then I'll get banned. But it makes you feel like poop. It makes you feel so like, wow, why couldn't you just leave me alone if that was the case? Why couldn't you just go on with this other woman or women and just leave me alone? Why couldn't you just leave me alone? Leave me out of it. Live your life. Live your life. You want to cheat, men? And I want to say this to you. The reason why I know it's majority men, because majority of the couples that come in here, the man is the one that has cheated. The man is the one that has stepped out of his marriage or stepped out of his relationship. Now, I know none of us are perfect, but don't ever pretend like you are perfect, because you're not. I speak from experience. I've been like, you know what? I need to be the most perfect girlfriend in the world. Okay. How do I do that? How do I do that? Okay. Just because I am who I am and I do what I do does not mean I'm perfect, guys, because I'm not. I'm not perfect. I'm the most imperfect human being you'll ever meet. Okay, maybe not that you'll ever meet, but I am imperfect. I have my flaws and I have my ways and I have my, you know, I have been taken advantage of. I can be naive. I can be gullible, but that was an old version of me. That was an old version of me. That version of me has died and has blown into the wind. And I tell you this, when I do these sessions, it makes me question some things where it's just like, girl, remember how you used to be on this podcast talking about if a man ever cheated on you, what you would do? I take everything that I said once upon a time, I take it back. I take it back. Now, keywords, once upon a time, I take it back now. You know why I take it back now? Because I've evolved, because I've seen things, because I've heard things, because the experiences that I've had with my couples and also in other areas of my life, even in my own love life and my own personal life, you have to be very careful. Be very careful. Be very careful because you just never know because it can happen to you. It can happen to you in a blink of an eye. When you least expect it, it can happen to you. When you think, not my man, not my girl. Oh, yes. Yes, your man. Yes, your girl. Not saying that every man and woman is the same because all of us are not. All men and women are not exactly the same in the sense of they will disrespect you, they will cheat on you, they will, dog you out. Not every man and woman thinks like that. A lot of times when people step out of their own marriage or their own relationship is due to their own insecurities, is due to the fact that perhaps something happened within the relationship that they didn't agree with, that it wasn't, because that's the thing, we always see things from our point of view, we always see things and understand things from our own point of view. So I'm sorry, give me one moment. Sorry, y'all. I just had a potential client come in, but what I was saying was it's due to their own insecurities. You're not supposed to step out of your marriage or your relationship because it does create a huge distrust. It does create a very huge disconnect. Even if you pretend like you don't know anything. I've had women that come in here that have known that their man has been cheating on them for 6 months. 6 months, y'all. 6 months. And I'm not even exaggerating. There has been women that come in here and know that their husband has been cheating on them for a whole year, 2 years, and they won't do anything. Why? Because they're investigating. I'm going to invest. I'm going to become an FBI. I am going to become a detective. And then they lay out all the cards on the table, and the men be like, no, what? Not me. And it's like, no, yes, you. You, the one that I thought was so innocent. You, the one that sold me a dream. You, the one that is actually extremely insecure and can't go see a therapist or see someone to actually help you with whatever mommy or daddy issues that you may have, whatever traumas have happened in the past due to a past relationship. You, yes, you, because all of that does play into your marriage. Yes, all of that does play into your relationship. Yes, it does. Instead of communicating, hey, I didn't like this. Okay, no problem. I'm not going to do it again. And the thing is, you don't do it again, whatever it is, because it doesn't have to be necessarily cheating. It could just be your attitude, it could be your tone, it could be the way you deal with adversity, it could be the way that you were triggered based off of what your spouse did or said or how they did something. It could be a multitude of things. It doesn't give you the right to cheat. It doesn't give you the right to step out of your relationship or your marriage. It doesn't give you the right. I'm going to say that over and over again. It doesn't give you the right. Men, if your woman was to step out on you, she's all types of hoes, sluts, and whores. She's all types of birds, everything. You name it. And the thing is, when I see these women sit in front of me and cry their eyes out to the point where they're so hurt, they've been holding this in for so long, and they wait to come here to let them know about everything that they've actually found out. I'm human. I'm human. And I'm going to tell you something about me. I have a huge heart. And I cannot ignore the fact that I have feelings. I can't ignore the fact that the most difficult thing to hear is that the person that you thought, who you thought they were, is really not. All because they wanted to explore. All because they were curious. All because something just wasn't sitting right with them. Oh, you cause too much attention. Oh, you like to share your life too much. Oh, you like to help people too much. Oh, you just this, that, and the third. Oh, it's just too much. It's just too much. So let me go creep somewhere and tell another woman about how annoying you are as a woman, how annoying you are as a wife, how annoying you are as a girlfriend. Let me have my cake and eat it too. But let me tell you something. While I take a sip of this amazing honey colada, it's so delicious. Everything that you do in the dark, mark my words when I say this, everything, every single thing that you do in the dark will come to light. Some way, one way or another. If you are a God-fearing man and you are a God-fearing woman, and you've been so loyal to your spouse, whether you are a man or a woman, but you're God-fearing, I'm God-fearing. I'm very God-fearing. I am grateful to my God every single day. All glory to God for everything that I have today, for how far I've come. God don't play about his children. And one thing that I will tell you right here on this live is, if you are praying to God and you're asking God for forgiveness and you're cheating and you continue to cheat and you continue to deceive and you continue to do what you do, especially if you're married, things are not going to go very well for you in any area of your life. Why? Because the person that is being loyal to you to the fullest, I mean to the fullest, loyal to the core. God sees every single thing that you do. God sees every single thing that you do, even in secret. He will give you little blessings here and there. He will sprinkle a little thing, a little bit of blessing here, a little bit of blessing there, but you'll never be fully, completely blessed. Why? Because your loyalty only lies for yourself. For yourself. Listen to what I'm saying. Loyalty only lies within you for yourself. So when you pray to God for forgiveness, it's to forgive you, right? And then we ask for forgiveness so that we can forgive others. But then we're right back at it again. We're right back in cheating. We're right back in deceiving. We're right back in lying. We're right back in hiding. We're right back in changing names in our phones. Changing names in our phones. These are things that I've heard and I've seen myself. I've experienced this as well. Yes. Changing names to match a certain friend's name and hide this person or these people that you're cheating with. What makes you think that just because, and the thing is, this is what I want y'all to understand too. And this is why I put in my description, ladies. Would you cheat back? Would you actually step out? That's why I wanted to do this live. Because these women are not, they don't want to step out. They don't want to cheat on their husbands. They don't want to cheat on their man just because they found out that their man is cheating. They don't want to get their lick back. They don't. They want to stay exactly how they've always been. The crazy part is that the other person, this other woman or women, they'll know about you. They'll know about you. They'll know about you. Ooh, child. Don't get it twisted. They'll know about you. Oh, yes. Don't ever think that, oh, because my man cheated, that you may not know this woman. Because that woman does know you, and you absolutely know her. I'm sure you'll know her. I'm sure you've seen her picture somewhere on Instagram or on Facebook, or perhaps you met her before and you shook her hand at a networking event or something. I promise you, y'all, I'm speaking from experience. I'm speaking from the sessions that I've had with couples. I'm not making any of this up. I'm not being sarcastic. I'm not being hypothetical here. These are real facts. These are things that really happen. I've experienced it as well. Just because I do this does not mean that I haven't had this experience before. I have. And I want you to understand something. Those women are desperate because they want your man. Out of all the men in the world that are out here. And I giggle because it makes me laugh. It absolutely does. It makes me laugh. And I will say this. I am a confident person. Just the other day, just 2 days ago, I will say this. Just 2 days ago, I had a moment. I had a moment, and I had a moment with God. I had a moment. And I was like, where's my confidence? Where's my confidence? Hold up. Wait a minute. I've done forgot all about me. I've done forgot all about Sayani. Self-love is so important, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to love yourself. Don't depend so much on somebody else's loving to you. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. I'm just letting you know this is why it's so important to have your own space. That's why it's so important to remind yourself that you are loved. God is within you. And God being within you means you are who God created you to be. He created you to be who you are. So love yourself, especially if you are loving to others, especially if you don't cause harm to others. Love yourself. Love yourself. Love you. And I told myself that. I'm like, wait a minute. This is not like me. This is not who I am. Let me get back to me. Let me get back to me. Let me get back to that Sayani that is so like funny and silly. And, you know, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Okay. I'm from the Bronx, New York. BX all day, every day. Okay. You heard? All day, every day, New York City, BX. Okay. That is where I'm from. Okay. I am Dominican, from Dominican descent. My family is from the Dominican Republic. And I love my ratchetness. I do. I love my lotto. I love my Megan. I love my I love my music. I love trap. I love rap. I love hip hop. I love dembow. I love I love merengue, perico ripiao, bachata, todo, mi amor, todo, todo. Okay, that is who I am to the core, and I forgot who I was for a minute. For a good long minute, I forgot. I forgot. And I'm telling you this because I want you to understand. Ladies, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. You do not need anyone's validation, no one's validation, to accept who God created you to be, who you are. You are one of a kind. You are one of a kind. I'm so sorry, but I wanted to tell you that. The things that I hear in my sessions, it breaks my heart. It does. It breaks my heart because I care and I've been there before. And it's very hard not um to get triggered. But I have gotten triggered. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I haven't. I have. But I want to tell you, ladies, you are beautiful. You're one of a kind. And God created you to be who you are. You are amazing. And it doesn't stop at your marriage and it doesn't stop at your relationship. Love yourself. Love yourself. Find love within you. God loves you. God created you. You are you, and that is your power. And I want you to know that no one else has that power over you. Don't allow the decisions or choices of others to affect you. You don't have to step out of your marriage because he stepped out. You don't have to step out of your relationship because he stepped out. No. Step back into yourself. Love you. Make a choice that really is for you. That is for you. Make a choice that's going to help you grow, that's going to help you be better, that's going to help you so much. You have no idea. You may be in a position right now where you're like, Sayani, I want to love myself. I want to believe in myself again, but my marriage, but my relationship. How can my husband, how can my man do this to me? It has nothing to do with you, my love. It has nothing to do with you. It doesn't. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. A person that cheats, they're all over the place. They're insecure. They could go outside of their marriage, of their relationship, sleep with someone else, and come back and act like everything is perfectly fine. That is real. But I promise you this, if you continue to tell yourself and mind yourself, look at everything I have given this relationship. Look at everything I have given this marriage. I'll be okay if I walk away. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt like hell. I understand for some of you that are in marriages and relationships where there's children involved. That's a different story. I'm not gonna tell you what to do there. Because I can't. I will never tell you what to do in that position. I can't. It's not my place. It's not. I will guide you and I'll give you a roadmap to get to that decision so that you can make that decision. But I can't. I can't tell you what to do when there's children involved in your relationship and in your marriage. It's hard when you want your family. It's hard when you want to keep your family together, when you've grown up and you don't know what it feels like to have your family together, to have mom and dad in the same home. So finally, you find someone that you build with, and you're like, oh my God, yes, I want to build a family with them. Yes, I want to create my family with this person. Is hard. It's really hard. So, all of that to say, my darlings, you don't have to step out of your relationship. You don't have to step out of your marriage just to get your lick back, just so that he can feel how you feel. It's not going to make anything better. It's only going to make things worse for you internally. Internally, you're going to feel some type of way. Okay? Now, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna tell you this. If you decide, okay, oh, my curls have gotten, it's been hot today, but if you decide that you do want to step out of your relationship, step out of your marriage just because he did and you found out, I'm not going to blame you. I'm not going to judge you. It's not my place. Just make sure, and I'm going to say this right here live, and it's going to be here forever. Do what you got to do in silence. Stop telling everybody your business. So at the end of the day, no one is going to understand why you're doing what you're doing. Keep it to yourself. And go see a counselor. Go see a coach. Go see a therapist. And go from there. Seek professional help so that they can give you the guidance that you need. That's why I'm so great at what I do, guys. God has blessed me completely, fully. And I'm so grateful to my God. I really am. To our God. I'm so grateful. I'm grateful to my Father. Okay? Because I fixed a lot of marriages up in this spot. Okay? I fixed a lot and healed a lot of relationships and stuff. Okay? And it makes me happy and it makes me feel good. This is what God's purpose was for me and still is for me. And I'm going to continue to prosper. But ladies, would you cheat back too? Would you? All right, y'all. Well, I am out of here. Thanks for listening. For those of you that have come in, I don't know how this chat thing works, but I don't have the chat because I usually don't. Men and women need to do better by respecting each other. Yes, James. Absolutely. 100,000 trillion%. Mm-hmm. This honey colada is so delicious. I don't understand. I want to go and get another one. And it's a double. It's so good. It's so good. But y'all, listen. If you are in the state of New Jersey, if you are in the Newark area, I am on Bloomfields Avenue, Love Solutions Consulting LLC. I am certified. That is my diploma right there. And I'm in the works of expanding, expanding my knowledge, my wisdom, expanding my services. And I just want to make sure that you understand that no one in this world is perfect. You are you, and that is your power. But you do not have to settle for someone that cheats on you, that someone that disrespects you, that deceives you, that lies to you. You don't have to settle for that. What is it that I can do bad all by myself? That is a real thing. I can do bad all by myself. Don't play with me. All right, y'all. Well, I'll be doing more lives more often. Let me know in the comments if you'd like me to do more lives, and I absolutely will. I'll do it from time to time. The next live, I will be talking about Única, which is one and only. It's on Netflix. Go watch the documentary. Oh my God. That documentary, ladies and gentlemen, blew my mind. Blew my mind. But peace and love, y'all. I will see you again soon. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your support. Thank you, thank you, thank you to my YouTube family. It's only going to be going up from here. All right. So again, Love Solutions Consulting LLC. I'm in the Newark area, 128 Bloomfield Avenue. James, thank you so much for supporting, and everyone else. Peace and love, y'all. Bye. Also, my information is in the link on my banner. Okay. Ciao.